Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Azif bin Muhammad Zakaria, and I will be explaining the introduction for our presentation. This presentation focuses on public project Naik Taraf Jalan Kampung Pejagu in Sarawak. It is managed by JKR Semahan with a RM 321,700 ringgit departmental estimate. It uses traditional procurement method, which is design, build, and build. The procurement is evaluated under JKRS nilai system DPW02 2023. It emphasizes technical strength over lowest price bid. It reflects post-pandemic procurement shift in Malaysia's construction sector, and it also aims to ensure efficient contractor selection and avoid project delays.
Hi, my name is Kevin Joshua Joe, and today I'm going to present about the research methodology for our case study assignment. So, there are two research methodologies that I want to highlight, which are interview and document review. So, first one, interview. So, the interview was taken place at JKR Samarhan. Our group members had interviewed Puan Nur Azamina binti Amir and also Puan Azian Ismail. So during the interview, we discussed about the contractor selection using the GKRS nilai system. Puan Az, um, they also shared confidential tender evaluation strategies, but we found out there are few main disqualifiers, which are incomplete forms, poor technical capacity, and financial gaps. Other than that, we also highlighted PKBS as a benchmarking tool to rank contractor competitiveness, monitor performance consistency, and support capacity building for local contractors. Next is document review. So during the document review, we have reviewed official documents from the GKRS Nilai Evaluation Manual, also known as DPW 022023. So we found out that it has four-stage tender evaluation, which are mandatory, form completeness and financials, technical compliance and capacity at 70%, financial viability at 30%, and commercial bid review. Also, we have found out the number of tender evaluation records, which has analyzed 42 bidders. But majority has failed stage 1 due to incomplete submissions PKBS used to, which are contractor competitiveness, justify selections based on performance score, and support fair and data driven in decision making. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, moving on to the next one, which is I will explaining about the data analysis for part one. So the procurement system used is traditional design, bid and build, which is we short form it to DBB. So this procurement system is commonly used in Malaysian public works. So for the next one is the tender participation. During our site visit to the JKR Samarahan, where we interviewed the two person, which is it will explaining by our members. There are 42 contractors. They submitted bids, and based on our observation, many of them are disqualified early. Next one is disqualification rate. Around 88% failed due to incomplete tender forms, lack of technical compliance, or insufficient financial capacity. All right, moving on to the next one, which is I will present for the data analysis part 2. All right, for the first point is the bid range of this project. So this project, after the 42 contractors bid, the amount of the bid ranged to 255,050 ringgit to 336,950 ringgit compared to the department estimate, which the JKR itself, their estimate of this project 321,000 and 700 ringgit. So the evaluation model that they use, which is JKRS nilai. So JKR have their own state. So this one JKRS, they have specialized for Sarawak itself. So they applied in four stages, which is the first one mandatory, technical, financial, and commercial viability, which is within the ratio. It is a 70 to 30, weighting the technical and financial. So the post-pandemic practice. So this is the project that they built after the post-pandemic COVID-19. So it is a tighter control. It is strict, where pricing at least negative 15% to 5% range. So it is a full adoption of e-tendering where, as always, it's stricter technical vetting. Next one is the important part, which is the PKBS, which means the full one, the pelaksanaan program contractor berdaya saing. It is the contractor's past project records and competitiveness assessment to support fair and strategic selection.
To address these challenges, we propose three practical and evidence-based recommendations. First, simplify documentation for small projects. A short form tender should be introduced for project under 500 ringgit. This includes fewer required documents, standardized pricing form, and simplified financial reporting. This approach would encourage more participation from small contractors. Second, deploy mobile training units. Instead of asking rural contractor to travels, we recommend sending mobile advisory units to rural areas. These units can deliver hands-on training in financial planning, e-perolehan use, and basic project costing. International examples from Indonesia and the Philippines show this model increase participation and tender success. Last, adopt a hybrid tendering model. Finally, Sarawak should consider a hybrid approach procurement. Large-scale infrastructure can remain under open tender, but small community projects should be reserved for local PKBS qualified contractor. This two-tier system allows new contractor to build experience without risking project quality. In conclusion, the PKBS program is a positive step toward inclusive and fair procurement in Sarawak. It has improved contractor quality and project delivery, but it still needs to be more accessible, tech-friendly, and rural sensitive. By simplifying process, reaching out with mobile supports, and offering target tender opportunities, PKBS can become a national model, turning small Bumiputra contractor into long-term economic players across the state.